Hi guys, this is Jerry, welcome to the channel. Today I'll show you the POV drive video on how to use the Kia Smart Cruise Control on motorway, slow traffic, and also the lane keep assistance, plus the steering assist systems. If you wish to know the full details of the guidance walkthrough, check the Kia safety tutorial video on this particular channel. I'll leave a link down below as well. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and like to support this channel. Now let's get started. Alright, this is how to set up the cruise control. All you need to do, just tap this button over here. Once we are driving on any speed, you can set up the speed cruise control. For example, right now it's 94. To change your speed control to just go up and down on this control lever, you can push and hold or pull and hold to go by tens. For example, 100, 110, or go down by 90, 80. Otherwise, single click will change the speed just by 1. As you can see on the dashboard or heads-up display, our set cruise control right now will be 97 kilometers per hour. And after you change that cruise control, you can also tap this button over here to change your distance. Right now, we're going to increase the distance to distance 2, for example. You can see 2 bars, or on the heads-up display, distance 2. So that means it's going to keep the distance between us and the front driving vehicle, in this instance, a big truck. So that means the vehicle keep the speed, maintain the speed without me tapping the brake or accelerator on driving conditions. And whenever you want to quickly pause the cruise control, there are 2 ways. One way is to press the brake. Manually press the brake will disengage the cruise control. Secondly, you can just push this lever down, just single tap. That means cruise control is paused. You can still see the gray line on the top. That means the cruise control is ready to engage. If you wish to re-engage, there are 2 ways. One way is to use the lever, go up and down. That means it's going to set at your current driving speed, whatever that is. Or you can just push it down. That means it's going to resume back to the cruise control we set before. For example, 97 kilometers per hour. Whenever you jump here your line, for example in this instance, your cruise control disengage simply, then re-engage again, securing the other side of the lane. And then just like this, it will slow down accordingly, depends on the moving traffic, things like that. Additionally, if you wish to overtake someone, or you can override the cruise control instead of just manually go up on the speed, all you need to do is just press the accelerator. It will override the cruise control just for the momentumly. So that means you can go over your speed limit. Right now it's setting my cruise control at about 84 as the moving vehicle. I can press, as you can see that gray is out, it's flashing. Then I release the accelerator, the car will just resume back to the cruise control again. So that's how to use the cruise control on motorway. Alright, this will be how it looks like in slow traffic. As always, we have set the cruise control by pressing this button at whatever speed. We can increase the speed by pressing and holding. That's holding it to 100 kilometers. Although I'm setting my speed to 100, the vehicle is only traveling at 20 something, as the traffic is obviously slow. As you can see, the vehicle has seen the front traffic and it's gonna drive accordingly, slow and brake. You can press this to go up and down on the distance, 4 being the maximum, 1 being the minimum distance. And eventually it will come to a complete stop, as always. So once you come to a complete stop, if the vehicle in front of you moves within 3 seconds, your car will automatically resume back to cruise control. But if your vehicle in front of you stays longer than 3 seconds and then it moves, your car will not automatically go again. All you need to do, there are 2 ways. One way, push this down to resume. That means the car will resume back to your cruise control, or simply press the accelerator. As the car moves in a motion, then it will resume back to cruise control. That's how that works. Let's say this time it stayed less than 3 seconds. That's automatically go cruise control resume. And there are actually third way after, if the car stays longer than 3 seconds, you can also go up or down on this shifter, as the slowest cruise control speed is going to be 30 kilometers per hour. By going up or down, we actually change your cruise control setting to 30 instead of resume back to whatever it was. So just a small thing about how to resume the cruise control in stop-start traffic. Just like that, we came to a complete stop. Because we stopped for less than 3 seconds, the vehicle ultimately resumed back to cruise control without me doing anything. Alright, we have finally come to another complete stop. In this time, we have stopped more than 3 seconds. You see the reminder allow me to resume either by pressing the accelerator or pushing this button. I've tapped the accelerator so the vehicle moves in motion and simply release it. It will resume back to cruise control. So yeah, that's how to resume back to cruise control if you do come to a complete stop in moving traffic. Next is the lane assistance or lane departure warning, lane keeping assistance. So right now you can see the green light over there. That means this function is actually switched on. If the light is showing gray, that means it's ready, it's not engaged just yet. If it shows orange, that means it's disabled. If it's showing green, that means it's working. So what that means is, once I drive over 60 km per hour on motorway, the vehicle will see the line marking in front of us and see the front vehicle. And that means if I go over line marking, go over my line marking without indicating, the car will give me beeping sound. Let's say right now, I do not have anyone behind me on the right. I'm gonna do a right turn. I do apologize. This is unsafe to do so, but just for the video content, I'll go right turn. There we go. Before you go over that, the steering give me a very small turn on the left, and after I run on the line, the vehicle also give you warning plus vibration. You can set that vibration up and down, things like that, whether you don't like the vibration or not. You can set the volume up and down, things like that. So the vehicle tells you if you are driving in for the condition or not. Alternatively, if you do indicate when you change the line marking, it's not going to give you any warning or any steering adjustments, as you are doing the right thing basically. So once we go over this gray car, let's quickly do a left turn with indicating. You'll see what that works. For example, right now I'm safe to do left turn. I'll do indicate. You can see that gray out on the lane keeping assistance. Then we are safe in the lane, so no warning, no steering system. And then that goes to green again. That means it's working again, monitoring me, or monitoring the driving style, or monitoring the conditions, things like that. But in this instance, I'm going to have a clear view on the right again, and then I'll do a right turn without indicating. Let's quickly try that. So 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Just before I go over the line marking, the steering gave me a very small turn on the left, as you noticed, and then giving me warning on the dashboard. So that's how this function works on motorway. If you're driving on a country 1D road, I definitely recommend to just switch it off. You don't have to run this. But if you're driving on a straight line like motorway like this, that's obviously quite good to have this safety warning. In case you want to quickly disengage that, you can go into the system, by the way, to disengage that. It's all too difficult. You can use this steering function button over here. All you need to do, just push and hold for about 3 seconds. That means the function is now yellow light, orange light. That means it's disengaged right now. If you wish to re-engage, push and hold again. The function goes to green light. That's how that works with the lane keeping and lane departure warning assistance. Next, I'll talk about the assistance on your steering. So steering assistance, what you have is this button over here. Single tap this button allows you to turn on the steering assist. Once that goes green light, that means the steering assist is engaged. Additionally, you can also see it on the heads-up display if it's equipped. Once the steering assist is set, you can feel the steering. It will try to steer for you to try to keep in the center of the lane marking, whether according to the front traffic or according to the front lane marking. I shouldn't do this, but if I let it go just slowly, you can feel the steering is just going left and right accordingly. Try to keep in the right center, just like that. So that's how to work on the steering assist. Obviously, it's not recommended to keep your hands off the steering or lose your focus on the road. And if you do not keep your hands on the steering, after a few seconds the vehicle will start giving you warning, eventually very heavy warnings, things like that. But yeah, very cool feature, helps in driving in, for example, these conditions are motorway when we know the traffic is really good, things like that, or slow start, things like that. Again, just like that, keep your hands on the steering wheel. So it's gonna give you a warning, eventually it's gonna flash a red light, things like that. And also the steering assist works on full speed on this particular vehicle. I believe in some vehicles they may not work until you switch on the cruise control. In some vehicles it's only gonna work at when you're driving over 60 km per hour. But this is the latest version of the Kia vehicles. This works on full speed, and this works even if you do not drive on cruise control under the settings. So that means if you drive manually with this steering assist, you can still work on the steering assist. So the vehicle still steer for you or steer assist you. Again, at any time if you do want to disengage, just press this, disengage, the light will flash, then no steering assist light. And additionally, if the steering assist light is on green, that means it's working. If it's on gray, that means it's not working just yet, due to the condition, things like that. But if it's green, that means it's working. If there's no light, it means it's completely shut off, just like that. On the steering assist, at any time if you do indicate, the steering assist would be disengaged or temporarily paused, allow you to go via lane marking. So it's not going to give you steering assist if you do want to change the lane, by the way. Alright, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like. I will see you next video.